Welcome to our podcast, where we invite people who are intelligent, resilient, omniscient, maka-Diyos, makatao, makakalikasan, at makabansa. This is Para sa Bata, Para sa Bayan!
Good afternoon to our viewers and listeners for today. I would like to introduce myself first. I'm Adrian Roel Macaro from the station podcast of Para sa Bata, Para sa Bayan!
And I am his partner, Jonh Philander at Cedillo, but you can call me Jolan. I'm also from the station Para sa Bata, Para sa Bayan!
And now we are going to have our segment of podcast for today. But now let's talk about some social issues first, partner.
What's that social issue?
I think I want to talk about a mental health issues of our students since there's a lot of changes in their curriculum, especially in our Department of Education. And what do you think, partner, na dapat nilang gawin?
Yes, I noticed that, partner. I think I saw some posts and news about some students na nagsusuicide.
Yes,
So,
and I
a trigger warning.
that's really alarming.
Yes.
And now, since we talk about our students for today, we have our visitors from Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Valenzuela.
I think this partner, they are one of the best students.
Yes, that's true.
Diba?
And now, we just like to introduce our segment for today, Tell and Rant. Since, of course, they are the students, so we are going to ask them some questions, and they are going to answer it. But first, let us allow them to introduce themselves. Let's have first Miss...
Hi guys, I'm Rhea Dela Torre from Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Valenzuela.
Hi guys, I'm Alexandra Baroña from Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Valenzuela as well.
Hi guys, I'm Karl Pascual, also from Pamantasan Lungsod ng Valenzuela.
Hi guys, I'm Fraceline Mangagas.
And of course, Jonh and Otiong from Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Valenzuela.
Welcome to our station!
I've noticed, are you all eduk student?
Yes.
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 Anong major? What's your major?
What's your major?
English! Oh! I just want to share it, I was also an English major.
Actually,
Before I
same.
graduated. So
We're
both of
both-
us
yes.
are English majors.
Classmate ko siya. Alam mo, sobrang harot niyan. Totoo.
So now, as a student, let's have a general questions to everyone. So
We wanna ask some question about your lifestyle.
yes,
Being a
typically.
student. The depression we're talking about earlier, we want to address that. And we want you all to be the one to answer that. Yes.
So let's have the Tell and Grant. So for Tell, we have our questions, and Grant, you are going to share it to us.
Yes.
The first question, let's have for Miss Rhea. Let's have, what does your current self routine look like?
Since I'm a third year college student right now, my schedule is like bombarded. So the usual things that I do before, like eating breakfast every day, wake up at 10 a.m. every morning, I can't do it anymore because as much as possible, I go to school earlier to fulfill my responsibilities as a student. So I don't have time anymore to put myself first.
Now that I'm a third year college student, going to school at 8 a.m. every day to review and be at home at 9 p.m. to review again is my usual routine. So having 8 hours of sleep is like a dream to me,
I get it, no? Because, partner, when I was in college as well, I've experienced a lot of, trouble and struggles. So, time management is really important.
Yeah,
these
same
days.
partner. I already experienced that kind of bombarded, right? You're bombarded.
Yes.
So sobrang hirap. It's hard to manage my time when in college because as an English major, you need to read literatures, right? That's one of the most hardest thing about being an English major. Now, we're going to proceed to the next question for Mr. Wayne, what's one thing about your career that you didn't expect?
It's already given that there will be readings in this course, but I didn't expect to be that much, regardless of the subject, whether it's a literature, linguistics, grammar, prof. I'd expect that there will be a lot of readings. On the other hand, I also did not expect that in this course there would be a lot of role play. Like, I'm not really fond of those tasks, but I get it that it's to develop our confidence, not just in the field of demo teaching.
So partner, actually, when I was in college, I do a lot of role plays. Actually, I sing.
Wow, can you do some sample?
No partner. The time is limited for this segment. The time is limited. Isn't that right? So yes, we're going to proceed to the next question, partner.
Yes, let's have Miss Fraceline.
Yes.
So for your question, ma'am, we have how much time do you spend on studying during the weekends?
So I usually spend 2 to 3 hours every weekday, and I believe I spend almost 10 hours every weekend because of a lot of piled up activities and a lot of readings.
Well, actually, praise that's really true, no? Since you are a third year college as well,
Yes.
together with them, and studying for a whole hours or a whole day is really draining. So, partner, when you're in college, how many times do you spend
Me?
studying?
Actually, we have
Wait, partner, nag-aaral ka ba talaga?
Yes, partner.
Okay.
Tapos din ako ng Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Tapos ang MA ko ay English mo. Yes, English literature. And yes, partner.
Sino ulit yung dalawang ako sa Satyawati?
Partner, let's go to that. And let's go to Sheila Padikaram. Let's go with another question. Okay. What things that happened when you entered this program? Or
That's for Mr. Karl.
Mr. Karl?
I guess what changed was the amount of workload that I had to deal with, unlike with senior high school, which was another fun fact about me was the senior high school that I attended had such low standards that we were
Very product
basically-
of a online class, right?
Yes, we basically did nothing all those 2 years. So when I entered college, I was culture shocked. The amount of workload that I had to deal with, you know. Yun lang.
Okay. I think it's really common to some people who went in, senior high school and be culture shock.
Yes, partner,
in
I know.
college.
Actually, you're an online class, di ba?
Yes.
Nag-online class kayo. That's why your culture shocked when you went up to college. Yes.
Because there's a lot of professors who has a standards. Now I've heard that our guest
Prepared some
prepared some questions.
Maybe Alex can ask a question for us.
Let me think. 1 second. So my question is, what's the story behind the name of your podcast po?
There's a story behind our podcast is because, like what we've said earlier, that we are a English major graduates. So basically, we are also a teachers who passed the exam. And the quote or the title, Para sa Bata, Para sa Bayan, is because we also want to share our podcast to our children, or technically some students who are curious about DepEd and other majorships.
So we're down to the last segment. We're down to the last question.
For our last question, I will give it to them.
Yes.
So you're going to answer it all. If there is one thing you want to wish or something to fulfill, what would it be?
Sana mawala na siguro yung Afro-Asian mga ganun tsaka yung mga mahihirap na subject. Grabe,
Ang Gigay!
Oh,
Partner na lang
tayo!
Oh my God!
Magbabalik kami ha! 1,